guys, it's Amelia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you guys the top 10 books that I read in 2018. I know this video is like a little bit late. I was traveling, didn't have time to film, whatever. Last year I made a top 10 books I read in 2017, so I'm going to do that for 2018 too. But when I was planning this video, I only got top 9, but I wanted to keep up tradition, so I added a random book that it wasn't even that good for me, but I still liked it. So the first one that I'm gonna list is not that good, but I still enjoyed it and I wanted it to be top 10, so yeah. So let's just get that book over with. So this book is Wildcard by Marie Lu. I really loved Warcross. I put that in my top 10 of 2017. Wildcard was also really fun. I really enjoyed it. It just didn't go the way I wanted it to go, and I didn't like something that happened. But besides that, the book kept me reading. I didn't want to stop, and I think it was a decent, good ending to the Warcross duology. It definitely wasn't the best Marie Lu book, but it was good and decent, and I needed a book to make it 10. So yeah, but don't take this one too seriously. Okay, now we're getting to the ones I really liked, which is pretty much my top 9. This will not be ranked, so the order is random. If I had to rank these, it would be impossible because that's way too hard. I love all of these 9 books way too much. So the first one that I'm going to be listing is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I love the love-hate relationship in this book. The book is called The Cruel Prince. The prince is cruel, but I love him anyway. I guess he has his own reasons for being cruel. I love the main character, Jude. I hate a lot of characters, but that's just because the author wrote us to hate them. And I cannot wait for The Wicked King, which comes out in 5 days, I think. Basically, in The Cruel Prince, we have this girl named Jude. She goes into this Fae world because the Fae people killed her parents, so she has to live in the Fae world with this guy who killed their parents. Sorry, I don't remember a lot. But there's people who hate her because she's human and not Fae, and she gets thrown into like the Fae world, and it's really good. The next book that made it to my top 10 is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo, I don't know. I really freaking love this book. It's a standalone. I love everything that happened. I love the romance. I love the betrayal and everything. This was really good. It's a book I would definitely reread someday. It's the perfect mermaid siren tale. I love all like the violence, the gore, the blood. Yes, I freaking love this. Basically, there's Lyra. She's a princess, but she's like siren and lives underwater. And she has to take the heart of a human prince. And a lot of stuff happens, blah blah blah. It's really good. I freaking love it. Okay. The next book in my top 10 is obviously, I freaking love this book. It's Restore Me by Tahereh Mafi. It's the 4th book, kind of, if you don't count the novellas. Hello? Wow. It's basically the author continuing the series after a few years after the 3rd book ended. I felt like this book was the perfect comeback to this series. We learned so many new things that we didn't know before. It's pretty much a plot twist to the whole first 3 books. Like, your whole mind shift changes. It's like, whoa, no way. And I cried a lot, and I miss these characters so much, and it feels so nice to get back into this world and see these characters all over again, and I love it. If anyone hasn't read Shatter Me, the 1st book, it's basically this girl, whoever she touches, like, they get hurt, and if she touches them for a long time, they die. But she doesn't want to hurt people, and she's pretty much locked up in this like asylum-y place. Some people want to use her for a war, but she doesn't want to kill people, etc. Okay, next up, and 100% this could be put into like my top 3. I know I said I'm not able to rank these books because they're all amazing, but this one, if I had to rank it, it would be like super high. And that is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. It is amazing. I cannot wait for the next book. The next book will be a companion novel. This is sort of a standalone because the next book is based on a different character, but still this world was amazing. I made a book review for this book that I never posted. Maybe I'll go back and edit it, but it was like 6 months ago. I don't think I'll be doing that, but I still have the clip. Basically, this girl is from the Asuka clan, and every 5 years the Asuka clan fight with the Riki clan. And she was fighting on the Asuka side, and she saw her brother who died 5 years ago fighting with the Rikis, fighting her clan, and she's like, what the heck, because her brother is supposed to be dead. because he died in the last war, but he's alive and he's on the other side. And this book is filled with emotions, anger, sadness. It made me feel a lot. I've never felt this much emotions in a book ever. Everything the main character was feeling, I was feeling, but like 100 times more. Like if she was angry, I was way angrier. So much goes on and it's like, what? And I just had a lot of emotions reading this book. It was amazing. If you haven't read it, go read it. It was so good. Okay, obviously we have to get to the Sarah J Maas books eventually, so I'm just gonna do it now. One of her books that I put in my top 10 is Tower of Dawn. This book is centered on a character named Chaol from the Throne of Glass series. The first like 5 or whatever books before this book, I hated this character so much. I did not want to read this book, but I knew I had to read it because the events that happen in the next book will also be based from what happens here. So I knew I had to read this thick ass book and I don't regret it at all. The first like 1/3, I did not like it that much. I was kind of bored. I was like, can I just get this over with already? But as time passed, I freaking loved it. I love the romance. I love Chaol's mind. He's going through so much at that time and it made me sympathize with him and it made me understand more of why he acts the way that he does. And I still don't love Chaol that much, but if I liked him like -50 before, now I like him like 60. Still not 100, but like it's still changed a lot, you know? And in this book we get to explore kind of like a different kingdom or continent from places we explored in the previous books, which I really liked because we get to explore a different side of this world and new characters. And although at first it was confusing with all the new characters and new place, eventually I understood it and it was good and I really ended up enjoying this book a lot. And the next Sarah J Maas book, don't be thinking I'm gonna put A Court of Frost and Starlight in my top 10. That book is not gonna be here for reasons, okay? But the second and last Sarah J Maas book that will be in this top 10 is Kingdom of Ash. Oh my god, I hate when I get excited about books. I have to calm down. Calm down. I freaking love this book a lot. I think I said it before, there were some things I didn't like, but compared to the things I did like, the things I didn't like are like out of the picture, whatever. So much happened in this book. There was a lot of like good plot and good character development. There was definitely a lot of emotion involved in this book. Like you feel a lot of sadness, anger, fear for what's to happen to some characters, dread, excitement. It was just amazing. I pretty much waited 2 years to get back to these characters since the book before this was Tower of Dawn, so we didn't get to see characters that were in Empire of Storms because this came out 2 years after Empire of Storms. But it felt so nice to be reunited with these characters and it was really good. It was an epic conclusion to this series. Some things I didn't like, yes, that I would talk about in my review if I ever decide to make one. Like I plan to make one, but over time I feel like I'm forgetting what happened. So I don't know if I should still make a review, but we will see. I'll just move on to the next book. So another book that was in my top 10 favorite of 2018 is Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart. So I got this book from a fairy loot box, and at first I didn't want to order the box because people were saying that this book was going to be in it, and I searched up the plot and what it was like about, and it didn't intrigue me. I was like, I don't really want this, but I ordered the box anyway because the item seemed cool. I just ordered it and the book came. I was kind of like whatever, but then I read it because I was bored and I really, oh my god, I really like this. Basically there's two sisters. There's a thing called a grace, and one of the sisters like prepared her life to be a grace, but the other sister was chosen to be a grace while the other sister was put like somewhere else. I'm not gonna spoil. So the sister who was chosen to be grace didn't know how to act like a grace, and there was like a lot of politics that was really good, and there was also romance, but the romance was like not that good. Was there even romance? I don't even, oh my god, there was. Like, okay, I don't remember a lot. Oh my god, what's happening to me? But I just remember that I really liked the politics, the sister relationship. I think I liked the romance, but right now the romance is not coming to mind. Like I don't even remember the romance, but I remember that I liked it. If there was one. Sorry, I'm making no sense. I do remember that both sisters had to go through a lot. They had like their own perspectives, and both perspectives intrigued me. It was really good. Okay, great. Okay, now we have two more books. One of them is Everless by Sarah Holland. I really liked Everless. Pretty much here, time is the currency and it's extracted from blood. So basically you can turn your blood into money, but then you have less time to live or something. I don't remember, but pretty much time is the currency and it's created by blood. So there's this girl named Jules and she used to live at like the Girlings Castle or whatever. Her and her father were servants there, and then something happens, they had to go away, but then something happens and she had to come back, and a lot of stuff happens when she comes back. Because, okay, I can't spoil, but a lot of stuff happened and it was really good. I love the romance a lot. There's two guys, but it's not really a love triangle because one of them sucks and one of them I love. And the second book came out recently, a few days ago, and I haven't read it yet. I'm really excited to read it because this book was amazing. I love the fact that time is the currency. There's also a lot of like past lives that play a role in this book, and I found that really interesting. Okay, the last book that is in my top 10, it's not ranked, it's random order like I said, is King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. Can people stop calling me? Hello? I don't know what he likes. Black is cool, but gray is also cool. Army green is nice. I love army green. Can you hurry? Okay, bye. Victoria Aveyard's book have never made it to my top 10, I think. I don't think they made it into my top 10. But I really like this one because of the situation that our main character was stuck in. No spoilers, obviously, but the situation was interesting. Basically, the plot of Red Queen is people who have silver blood have magic, people who have red blood don't have magic, but this girl has red blood and she has powers, and it's like, what? Because that's not supposed to happen. I'm currently reading the fourth book. This is the third book. I'm really not enjoying the fourth book that much. It's really boring right now, but the third book was good. I think the reason I like King's Cage so much is because we get to explore a lot of the certain character that I will not talk about because it's a spoiler. I love him a lot. Usually people don't like him because he's pretty much the villain, but for me, I freaking love this villain. He's one of my favorite villains, and I'm so glad we got to explore a lot of him in this book, and I think that's why this book is put in the top 10 because of this certain character that I love so much. I'm not supposed to love him because he's bad, but he has his reasons for being bad. So these books are pretty much my top 10. Let me know if you guys like these books also. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe somewhere if you want to, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!